Guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be setting up my budget planner for 2024 and planning January monthly budget. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. So this is the year that I've decided to use all of my stickers. Some of the dates are missing. However, I'm just using what I have. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have finally gotten my budget planner for 2024 set up. So now I'm gonna just go over my thoughts, my goals for the new year. So the first thing I did was I filled out my big picture. I'm not gonna read all this to you, but my basic goals are to feel more secure with my income, to increase my savings, and to also increase my investing. Currently in savings right now, I have $250 in my emergency account and $500 in my stash. I'm probably going to change this to my healthcare sinking fund. Overall, my total investments and net worth is about $155,000. But that's money that is invested and I'm not touching, at least for the next 5 to 10 years. So my big picture goals for this year are to refund my emergency savings, because I did spend a lot of money last year and I used it up. So I'm going to try and save about $2,000. I'm hoping to be able to do that within 6 months. Another thing that I want to do is I want to max out my IRA. This year you can contribute up to $7,000, so that works out to be about $586. My goal is basically to just put $600 a month in that. The next is I have 4 investment accounts. 3 of them are from my old employer, and 2 of them only have, one of them is a pension, and 2 of them only have a little bit of money, and I want to roll those over into my Vanguard account. So that is my second big picture goal. And then my third big picture goal is, like I said, I really need to start a sinking fund for healthcare expenses. My goal for this year would be to have about $500 in that account, and I think I can do it by just putting $50 a month in there. So this is the layout for the month. This is the payday. This is how much I'm gonna put into my ER. I think it's going to be, I call it my ER, but it's emergency savings, and it's going to be $250. I do have a trip planned for this month. I was going to cancel it, but it's a trip with my mom, and my family's like, no, just go. And I was actually gifted money to go on this trip, so I'm going to go ahead and go on that with my mom. I did have another trip planned for the weekend after, but I may cancel that. Also, I'm going to try and do a no spend challenge for the last week in January. This right here is where I normally pay my credit card. So what I do is I put all my expenses on a credit card, and in the last week of the month I just go ahead and pay it off. So that is probably the date that I'm going to go ahead and pay that off. This month's financial goals are to start the paperwork to transfer my retirement accounts, start my health sinking fund. I have zero debt. I paid everything off the last week in December, so I'm coming into the new year, new month with no debt. My savings goals are $250 in my emergency, $50 into my health sinking fund. For investments, I'm not sure if it's going to be $500 this month or $600 this month. I'm still on the fence about that. I need to finish contributing to 2023's Roth IRA, and then I could start 2024. Next, my big up-and-coming expenses are traveling and my mom's birthday. We have 2 birthdays this month, my niece and my mom. I am not sure what I'm getting them yet. So I think on this page I'm going to use it for things that I need to buy for the month. I am going to try and do a low buy year, and I'll do a video about that. There's a lot of things that I have decided that I am not purchasing this year, especially the first 2 months of the year, because I need to use up what I have. So, but I am going to use this probably as the things that I absolutely need to buy, and probably a grocery shopping list. That just makes sense to me. On the next page, we'll get more into the budget. So I have written some little notes. Let's start with income. So my income that is planned for this month is $1,930. I was gifted $1,000 cash. I'm going to use that on my trip. My goal is to only use half of it. These are the plans so far for my savings. So, $250 in my emergency, $50 in a health sinking fund, $50 towards Christmas. I did put $600 here for investments. The changes for this month, other than my income, is my rent is now $500, which is an absolute blessing. There's a long story about my rent, and so technically it's not rent. It's paid into a family account. My brother and I and my mom own 2 properties, and basically we just put a certain amount of money in together. And because my income changed, we have lowered the amount of money that I'm going to be adding to that account. So that's going to give me some freedom to go ahead and invest and save and build back up my savings account. My plan is to spend $100 for groceries. $50 I'll do at Walmart because I know there's some things that I absolutely need to get from there. And the other one I will do probably when I come back from my trip, which will be another $50. Transportation, I always plan to spend about $50. Healthcare, my pharmacy bill for this month, I'm planning to be $50. Because I did my high cost prescription I purchased last month, and I purchased 3 months worth. So I'm hoping that this month I only have to spend about $50. Okay, so I have allocated myself $50 for personal care. I don't think I would use this. There's nothing that I absolutely really need. I've given myself a budget of $500 for travel. Even though I have it in cash, I think what I'm going to do is just take one credit card with me, put the cash in my account. I don't have any shopping planned for this month. I'm going to allow myself, should I say, $20 for miscellaneous. Birthday gifts I'm not sure of yet. I hope I spend about $200 for birthday gifts. I'm not even sure what I'm going to get anybody, so I'm going to leave that TBD. Business comes out of a separate account. I think I may end up with 2 or 3 expenses. I'm just going to put $150 here, but that comes out of a different account. I just want to be able to record it here. So I guess I should total all this up. So my income for this month looks like it's going to be just under $3,000, which is a nice surprise if I include the $1,000 cash. So it's $2,930. That's the plan. Savings is going to be about $350. Investing is going to be about $600, and now I'm going to add up everything else. So the first thing I do when I do my budget is I save and then I invest. So I'm going to add those totals first. That gets me at $950. Then $100 for food, $500 for rent, $50 for transportation, $50 for health, $50 for personal, $500 for travel, and then let's say $20 for miscellaneous. So the thing I'm going to get my mom, I think it's going to be about $250. So I'm going to put $300 for birthdays. I'm probably not spending much, but I'm going to add $300, and then $150. So that keeps me, so I'm at $2,670, which is actually under the amount of money that I have. So I think this budget is going to work. There probably will be some tweaks or changes. This is the spending tracker. I think I'm going to do first 2 weeks of the month, second 2 weeks of the month, and then use this one for business. And then we'll come back and do our end of the month check-in. My goal is actually to do a mid-month check-in, probably when I come back from my trip, so middle of the month. But I will check in with you guys probably, I don't know if I'll do it before my trip or after my trip. And at that time I'll discuss my no spend, things that I'm not going to spend on this year. Well, it's not a no spend. Well, I'll share with you guys is my no spend. Things that I'm not going to spend on, things that I will only spend on to replace. This is my January monthly budget overview. If you have any tips, tricks, or questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I just want to thank you all